Hello everybody, it's All-Star and welcome back to another Minecraft video. Today I am spotlighting a mod called Project Red, and it is practically a replacement mod for RedPower 2, which is no longer in development, so this is what people have been using as a alternative. Before we start this video, there's actually two things I'm going to leave out of this video, and that is going to be the pretty much showing you guys how to use these things. This is in the integration portion of the mod. But I am actually going to make a separate video for that. I'm going to show you guys how to use these and what they do. And the other part I'm going to leave out of this video is the transportation. And I want to make another video on this as well. So, and just because I don't quite understand these quite yet, and I think it would benefit most people if I just separated this out of the mod, because I tried looking up on YouTube and I could not find any videos on it, so I think that would be a good idea to make a whole video for that. So that's my reasoning behind this. Okay guys, so the first part I'm going to go over is the illumination section, or your lights. And lights, they come in two different forms. They come in your inverted form and your non-inverted form. So if you want your light to always be on, you want to make your inverted form, and if you want it to be activated or off, you want to make the normal versions. So, in order to make these lamps, you're going to need to get a lumar. And a lumar is made with glowstone and your choice of dye. So if you want, a red one, a lumar to make your red lamp, you're going to need to use rose red. Here you can see they're using bone meal or these white stained saplings. Now the saplings, they come from those trees over there, and that is part of the world portion of this mod. So yeah, you can make all 16 colors of these if you want. And they're pretty cool. I personally like the red. That is my favorite. Blue is good. This is also nice, the cyan. And the white. Those are my favorites. And you can see they all come in the inverted forms. So to finish these lamps off, you're going to need glass panes and redstone. And if you want the inverted form, you're going to need a redstone torch. So you can see that this is going to be a repeating pattern for all of this stuff. So for these are the caged lamps, and to make these caged lamps, you're going to need your lumar, iron bars, gold nuggets, and a conductive plate. So to make a conductive plate, you're going to need a circuit plate and some redstone. And you're going to see that a lot of these circuit plates are going to be used to make a lot of the circuit boards in this mod. So you can see there's a lot of that going on here. And that is part of the integration section. To make the inverted form, you just need a cathode, and cathode's pretty much the same as the conductive plate, but you're using a redstone torch instead of redstone. Okay, and then we have fixtures. And to make the fixtures, you just need your glass panes, white lumar, and then circuit plates and a conductive plate. And for the inverted form, you just need a cathode. Alright, and on to these lamps, these lanterns. These are actually my favorite part of the lights in this mod. And to make these, you're going to need a lumar, gold nuggets, 4 circuit plates, 2 glass panes, and redstone. And to make the inverted form, you're going to need a redstone torch. And before we end the light section, I want to show you guys these buttons. They're pretty cool. So you can see we can activate these off versions with redstone signals. You can see these buttons, they also light up because you can see they're called Illumar buttons. And you can see we can activate them, and they have the same nice little light box around them, just like the lamps do. And for the inverted lamps, you can turn them off by using a redstone signal as well. So there you go. Pretty cool. Oh yeah, almost forgot. To make a button, you're going to need 2 Illumar and a regular button. So you want a red button, get some red Illumar, orange Illumar, whatever you want, and you can get any of these 16 buttons. Okay, the next portion of this mod that I'm going to go over is the transmission section, or basically our our redstone wires. So over here we have the red alloy wire, and this is basically our pimped up version of redstone. It can go up walls, and it can even wrap around it, go down. You can see, look at that. Pretty cool. And to make this, we're going to need to get some red alloy ingots. And to get the red alloy ingots, you're going to need to get some red iron compound and smelt it up, and it will give you 1 ingot. And to make one of these, you're going to need redstone and an iron ingot. And then you can make these really cool red alloy wires. Over here we have a framed red alloy wire, and to make the framed red alloy wire we need oak wood strips. Now oak wood strips are part of forged micro blocks, so I'm going to show you guys later how to make those, but for now just know that you're going to need the oak wood strips. And what these do, the framed red alloy wire, is you can see they can go up by themselves without support, and see these they can't go straight up. Okay, the next type of wire we have here is we have white insulated wire and magenta isolated wire. Now this is basically our red alloy wire wrapped in wool. So we can actually make 16 different colors of these, and you can see they don't connect, so it's useful for making really compact designs and stuff. So if you want to use 3 different redstone signals, you can and you can separate them using these. Okay, the next part is pretty much the same as the red alloy, the framed red alloy wire, but you can actually frame the insulated version, so you can do really cool stuff like this. You can see they don't connect and they can go up on their own, so we don't need any wall to keep them going up, so that's also pretty cool. Over here we have something called bundled cable. Bundled cable is probably my favorite wire in this mod, and what it does is it could take in any of the wool colors. So if you wanted, red, you can put red into this, magenta, purple, any of them, they can go all into this. And when you output it, you can output any color you want, and let me show you how cool this is. So obviously you can see they're all connected, so if we turn this on, you would think maybe it would turn both on. No, it's just going to turn on the white because it is connected to the white cable. I think this is like the coolest part of the mod. And then we have orange, so if we turn the orange on, bam, bam, pretty cool. Over here we have the same thing as this, but we're using the framed version, so just to show you, orange, white, and you can see it's all coming out of the bundled cable. Pretty cool. The bundled cable is smart enough to detect, the colors and which one to turn on and which one to turn off. Pretty cool. And not only do we have that type of bundle cable, but we have colored bundle cable. So if you want another set of 16 signals, because these can take up to the 16 colors from the dyes, you can have 2 of these. So you can have another set of 16, and they can be next to each other. So you can see right here we have it hooking in, and you can see we can go boom over here as well, and they won't connect to each other, and that is pretty cool. You can make some really cool, compact, maybe even hectic designs with this wire. So yeah, that is the wire section. And before I end this section, let me just show you all the different colors here. So like I said, you can make all 16 colors, and you can even bundle it up in all 16 colors. Pretty cool. Okay, the next section I'm going over is the world portion. So all this stuff will appear in your world. Let's start with this. This stuff's pretty cool. So this is basalt, and you'll find this on volcanoes. Basically, the volcanoes are made out of basalt. And volcanoes, I'm going to show these later in another world, but they appear across your world, and you can go and harvest this stuff. When you harvest it, you'll get basalt cobblestone. So basically, it's like normal stone, but you'll get the cobble version of it. And it is getting dark out here. You can take this cobblestone and you can smelt it back into basalt. So if you want to build with this, you can. And I believe if you take the basalt, you can craft it into the basalt brick. So let's actually confirm that real quick. So basalt brick, right here. You take 2x2 basalt and you can get the basalt brick. And then over here we actually have wall versions of all of them. So just like with your stone, you can make wall versions of them. And I believe that is with 2x3. So yeah, all this is 2x3 with whatever material you want. Up next, we're going to talk about the marble stone. Almost call it quarried stone. Like, wow. Stop that. Okay, so here we go. We got marble, and these spawn in big chunks underground. Probably bigger than this. I just made this real quick, but there you go. There's marble. And you can actually harvest this. It won't return a cobblestone version like that. So you can just take this and you can automatically make it into the marble brick the same way you make it with that, so 2x2. You can turn it into fences, just like those fences with 2x3. So there you go. They're really nice blocks to build with. I personally like this, but this is really nice too if you want to do a dark build. I enjoy building, so these are like some of the blocks I use. Over here we have some of the ores. We have ruby ore, sapphire ore, and peridot. I think I said that right. Peridot. I hope. I'm pretty sure I said it right. So anyway, with these ores, you can actually make all the tools. And right here we have a sickle. I'm gonna explain that in a second, but for now, keep it at the back of your head. We have the sapphire tools, and then we have the peridot tools. And with these ores, you can actually make some really cool blocks. So we got block of ruby, block of sapphire, and block of peridot. You can make the fence versions as well, or I should say wall. And they look really nice. I actually like this shiny look to these. I use them for floor patterns a lot. They look really nice for floor patterns. So yeah, those are that. Let me show you the sickle real quick. So I'm going to actually get myself some bone meal. Wow, I can't believe that hurts me. I just fell like 2 blocks. Alright, get some bone meal, and I'm just going to make some grass over here. Lots of grass. Alright, and I'm just going to grab one of these sickles. See, the only difference between the sickles are the, and I believe I put some in here. The only difference between the sickles is the durability. They actually all do the same range, so if you have a diamond sickle, it's going to do the same range as this. One's just going to last longer than the other. And you can see they have different attack damage, too. So let me show you what these do. So if we just hit one of these grass blocks, oops, I think we need to be in survival mode. I believe that's game mode 0. No. Oh, well, I don't have permission, so I'll just use this. If we hit one of these blocks, you can see it cleared out that whole section right there. So you can easily go through a field and just clear it out. It's a really nice tool. You can also do the same with trees. Bam. So if you want to get rid of all those leaves on your rubber trees, go ahead and just go boom right through these, and it's really nice and quick. So yeah, that's the sickles, and you can make these in all these ore forms. You also have your standard vanilla ores you can use too. So that is the ores. Over here we have backpacks, and backpacks are really cool, and I have one right in my inventory actually, so let's use this one. You open it with the right click on your mouse, and you can actually store stuff in it. And you can even take it and store it in here. And then if you want to take it back, you can. You take it out, and bam, there's all your stuff. You cannot store a backpack inside of a backpack, and for some reason I cannot take my wire out. What the? I can't even drop it, can I? What is going on here? It might be a little bugged out. You might not want to put your wires in there, I guess. That was kind of weird. But yeah, you can get all 16 colors of these, and to make one of these, I don't think I can do this, but I'm going to try. Oh yeah, you can. That would have been a lot easier. You just need some woven cloth and a dye of your choice. So let's take a look at how to make one of these. You need stick and a lot of string. So if you want to make some backpacks, make sure you get yourself a spider farm. Okay, so the next part of this is these trees. And these trees, I believe they spawn around your world, so they just scattered. Now I may be wrong, but I actually really haven't seen these in the world because my friend turned them off. Because you can turn off the trees in the world gen via config if you want. But anyway, these come in all 16 colors, and you can actually get dye from them. So those saplings I was showing you earlier, they can be used as dyes. So right here I have a white one, a orange one, and a gray one. We can actually have all the colors. So let me show you that real quick. So if we go to exploration, you can see we have all these saplings. Pretty cool. And of course you can collect their leaves, and you can make some really cool colorful bushes if you wanted to. So yeah, that's that. There is a couple tools I want to show. So remember I was telling you about these oak things we can use to make these framed wires? Well, to make these, you actually need to get yourself not an axe, a saw. So these saws right here, I think they say they're part of Project Red, but I'm pretty sure they also are a part of Forge Multipart. So let me show you what you can do with these. I'm pretty sure we can use marble, so let me just come over here to the crafting table and show you what we can do. So if we take this saw, we can actually chop stuff up. So we have these slabs, and you can see we have this really cool thing, just like RedPower, where you can place stuff. And not only can we do that, but we can actually break it up even more. So we can make pillars. If we put it up here, we can make panels. So let's make some panels, and we can make these panels into covers. And we can make these covers into strips. So you can see, depending on if you place it to the side or on the bottom or on the top and the left side are the same too. You can actually chop these up. Oh wait, I guess it has to be on the right side. You can chop them up into smaller pieces. And you can see we can make little tiny things called nooks. And there's all kinds of shapes and stuff you could do. So just look how cool this stuff is. Make whatever you want practically. I'm just doing whatever now. But yeah, that is what the saws do, and they come in all 4 forms, I think. I don't think you can make a wooden one. Oh wait, golden, peridot, ruby, and sapphire. I thought there was diamond. I could swear there was diamond. Let's check. I guess there isn't diamond. Maybe I'm not looking at the right place, but anyway, that's the 4 I can find, so that's that. We also have this wool gin. Now, a wool gin takes wool and it can turn it into string. Now, that's basically the only thing I know that this thing can do. I'm not sure if there's any other uses for it, but I'm pretty sure your wool gin will take your wool and turn it into string, and I think that's the only use for that. Very useful if you want to make backpacks and stuff. I doubt you can, take a backpack or something and convert it back, but there's your wool gin. It's pretty cool. So that's that. So the last portion of this mod that I'm going to go over is the integration section. This is basically all of your circuits, and I believe this is like the core of the mod, besides, the wires. So here we go. Basically, these circuits, they take your giant circuits you make, like let's say your giant, timer from vanilla Minecraft, and they condense it down to 1 block. So where's your timer here? Timer. So there you go, you got your timer. And it's all inside 1 block. So I'm just going to go through and list all these out, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about them. But I'm not going to go in depth. That's going to be for another video. So let's go. We've got your OR gates, NOR gates, NOT gates, AND gates, NAND gates, XOR gates, XNOR gates, toggle latch, RS latch, randomizer, repeater, pulse former, multiplexer, buffer gate, transparent latch, light sensor, rain sensor, timer, sequencer, counter, state cell, AND cell, comparator, buffer cell, invert cell, null cell, bus transceiver, and your synchronizer. So there's a lot. There's 28 in total, and I don't even know what half these do, but I'm going to figure it out and make a separate video on it. But before I end this, I want to show you guys basically how some of these are crafted and stuff. So if you take a look at this, you can see they have a really cool interface for each block. It can tell you your in and outs. It could tell you, swap, NA, NB. On here, you got 1 output. On here, we have a thing called a bus. It looks like it connects to your bundled cable, too. Pretty cool. And let's show some of the recipes here. So I'm going to clear this out real quick and grab some of these. So I'm just going to grab them at random, some that look cool. Okay. And the first one is the XOR gates. So you can see, like I said, they're made out of all the circuit plates, conductive plates, and cathodes. This one is made out of a pointer. That's new. And pretty much looks like you use just stone. And then we have these anodes, or anodes. I'm not sure if I said that right. And you can see that's how that's crafted. This one looks different. This is use energized silicone chips. So you can see we have energized silicone and circuit plates. And there's a lot of items I actually didn't show, and that is inside the core tab. You can see we have all these different types of silicone that we can use to craft these different types of plates and stuff. You can see we have a silicon chip, we have the energized one, and we have platform plates. Pretty cool stuff. Got your silicon boule, whatever. Sandy coal, and you can make sandy coal by doing this, and there's all kinds of stuff. We got red silicon compound, and these are basically used to make your all your different parts and stuff in here. Got your your upgrades, which are made with these logic upgrade chips, and these I'm all going to explain in a separate video probably, because I have no clue what they do. But I'm pretty sure these are either part of the redstone circuits or the transportation, and those are going to be in separate videos anyway. Before I end this though, I want to show one more thing, and that is the wire debugger. This is pretty cool. Screwdriver I'm going to explain in the circuit video. So anyway, let me get something to activate this. So we'll just get a torch and turn it on. If we use this, we can actually see the strength of it. So you can see it's 255. So like I said, this can go 256 blocks out. 23, 50, 248, 247, 246. So each block it will decrease until it hits 0, and then it won't run anymore. You have to use a repeater to extend the signal. So that is what the wire debugger does. So guys, in the next 2 videos I release for this mod, I will be going over the circuit boards, how to use them, and all the cool things you can do with them, and basically what the screwdriver does and stuff. And in the other video, I'm going to go over the transportation section. So that is basically all of this right here. You got all these different types of chips. You got these extension pipes. You got this router utility. And I think it can do a lot of cool stuff. I've been trying to figure out how to use it, and once I do, I will make a very detailed video on it so you guys can also learn how to do it. But I guess this is going to be part 1, or just the basic spotlight for this mod. So if you enjoyed it, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out, bros.